Pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the Anoka Fieldhouse, where tonight QCTV and QCTV.org are pleased to bring you Northwest Suburban Conference boys basketball action the day after Valentine's Day, and there's no love loss between the Anoka Tornadoes and the Centennial Cougars. Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Anderson, joined alongside Ryan Nelson-Kane, a Centennial alum, so this is kind of a big deal for him. We'll have to see how he handles this, Rhino. These two teams, this is a great example of how a season evolves, changes, grows. Both these teams have really improved since the start of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And as the great philosopher Hank Williams Jr. once said, all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. This is a rowdy team from Centennial. They're scrappy, young. They're going to try their best to just clamp down this Anoka offense and make it a low-scoring slog of a game. Could be a physical one tonight, Tim.
You know, that proved to be a successful model. They pulled off a big upset a couple weeks ago against Maple Grove, 37-36. I mean, that set offensive basketball back to the 1960s. Peach baskets, no shot clock, all of that stuff. You almost feel like they need something similar tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Anoka's shown that they can want to get into track meets, but they can also play in these kind of slow it down kind of games. If Anoka doesn't make some baskets tonight, they could be in trouble. They're going to need to score, and I think the number's about 60 you want to get to tonight. You think you have a shot. Centennial averages about 55 a game. If you can get over that, you're probably in good shape to beat a team that can't shoot very much.
And the one thing Anoka can do is score. One thing Coach Jesse Jefferson has said is we can score on just about anybody. We feel pretty confident we can run the floor and get points. They did win this game by 20 a couple weeks ago at Centennial. They'll be looking to do the same thing tonight. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tap for you next on QCTV.
Back to the fence, and that's gone. There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10. Touchdown. This is going to be in the gap. Yes! Scores over the deflection. The Denver Huskies win their first state championship.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. QCTV here at the Anoka Fieldhouse, where everybody's getting their last-minute pizza. Got some youngins in the crowd tonight. That's kind of fun. Got cheerleaders working. They just got back from nationals, the Anoka cheerleading team. There's some of our fans hanging out. And we're ready for some basketball between the 4-15 Centennial Cougars and the 10-9 Anoka Tornadoes. As we mentioned, these teams played about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. And it was a 20-point win for Anoka. They got out early, and they were able to just hang on to it from there. Head coach Jesse Jefferson brings out the same lineup that he's really been playing for the last 3-4 weeks. Donald Praw, Chris Cooper, Peyton Padani, the three-guard lineup in the backcourt with Reagan Reeder and Trey Borchers, who kind of works as sort of a three-point swingman. He was red hot last time we saw him.
Sure was. Last time they put up with 84 points against Blaine. Last time we saw them out here. Game they couldn't stop Blaine, but you know what? Anoka's not known for their defense. They're going to score a lot of points tonight, and that starts with guys like Trey Borchers getting hot from beyond the arc.
No question about that. We'll keep an eye on him tonight. As you can see, the Anoka lineup being introduced. Coach Jefferson in his second year with the Tornadoes. On the other side for head coach Spencer Waldvogel, it's going to go with Ty Burgoon, Jackson Dreesen, Jack D'Agostino, Henry Perner, and Jacob Hosfield. Young team, as you mentioned, Ryan, at the beginning. Just two seniors on the active varsity JV roster, and one of them's in the starting lineup. That is Henry Perner, one of the captains. Also Jesse Simzo, who is the other senior. So this is a very young team, as you mentioned before.
Absolutely, and Coach Waldvogel's been struggling with that all year. He's been dealing with parents who are having a little bit of trouble with the fact that their kids aren't playing. They're not used to it yet. This is a young team. They're struggling with seniors down the stretch. That second half of the game can get a little bit tough for them, but they're scrappy. They're energetic. They're going to have a lot of fun trying to out physical teams. So we'll see what they can do tonight.
And they have improved, no question about it. We'll keep an eye on it. Here we go. Peyton Padani takes the opening tap for the Tornadoes. Anoka looking to start fast. Coming up is Reeder, thinking about a screen, and then does a nice little backdoor cut up and in for two. Nice little fake by Reagan Reeder to kind of make it look like he was setting a screen, and then a cut to the basket.
Good start there for the Tornadoes. That's the kind of game you want to play. Just get points on the board and outrun this Centennial team. Get them into a track meet, and you have a good shot tonight. Late
lineup changes. Jesse Simzo is in the lineup. Number 10 gives way there to Hosfield. Hosfield finds Simzo. He'll drive. He'll get back out. And a look on the outside for Hosfield. He's got it. 3-point basket from the corner, and Hosfield gets them off and running with the first basket of the day for them.
And that sort of drive and kick game that Anoka has had trouble with all season comes back to bite them again early here with that 3-point shot.
That's what they're going to look to do with the guards. Drive and dish out. Here's Padani looking to do the same thing, except he'll go all the way to the basket and finish. He has really played well the last couple of weeks. Peyton Padani coming on strong.
Just an absolutely graceful shot from him there. Just rolls it right off the finger into the basket. Good smooth shot. That's what he's going to be looking for all night down that lane, Tim.
Hosfield kind of acting as a point forward as he comes up top. Looking for a little help at the elbow. Coming up and grabbing it was 22 Perner. Perner right back up top towards Jackson Dreesen. Now Dreesen feeds Hosfield once again, guarded by Borchers. A slow it down offense here from Centennial. 4-3 just underway. Nice little give and go. Back kick Hosfield. Hosfield sees a cutting Dreesen, and that's going to get knocked out of bounds as Dreesen tried to cut across. Nice idea, just not able to finish.
Yep, and that's going to come with experience. That execution is going to come with time. This is a team that they're playing some really creative offense. They're trying to get the ball moving around, looking for a good shot here. They're going to be patient. Like you said, they want to slow this down. They don't want to get into a track meet with Anoka here.
Borchers, a little behind the back move on Simzo. Turnaround jumper just off the mark. That's good defense from Simzo. And a rebound by Dreesen. Dreesen will take it the other way, and a quick feed to Hosfield, who's been busy with the basketball early. They go to the corner, or they get an open D'Agostino. D'Agostino will drive on Borchers, try to finish, can't do it. Borchers almost looks like he got pushed off that time. Here comes Chris Cooper. Cooper feeds Padani. Padani on the baseline, back to Borchers for the quick two, got it.
Good shot by Borchers there to finish that, and a good pass by Padani to get him that ball in that spot.
Patient offense early for Anoka. They're getting twos, not threes early on. 6-3 the score early.
And it's okay that you're getting twos, not threes, because you want the high percentage shots. You want to get ahead in this game so you can take some of those threes and pour it on later so you can take some risks. Because as soon as Centennial starts, missing some shots and you get these make-up possessions here, you're going to want to be able to score those points.
Oh, an offensive foul on Reeder. He doesn't like that, as it was a good feed from Donald Praw on the inside. But then they surrounded Reeder, and Reagan's got to be careful. Reagan likes to talk, and he's definitely trying to plead his case to the official here. He needs to be careful.
It's a tough call, but you're a high school player. You're not Carl Anthony Towns. You can't be pleading your case with the referee. Just put your head down and get back to work.
Referee gave him the whole trip back down the floor to have a convo about it. Hosfield will drive, work on Borchers, has to pull up on the dribble, kicks it back out fresh into the game. Actually, it's Ty Burgoon. Burgoon looking to step back, gets a give and go. That's beautiful right there. Good finish.
So that's, again, that creative passing offense out of Centennial. We're going to see them do that a lot tonight. A lot of creative offense, creating opportunities for themselves. We're going to see them do that quite a bit.
Pra for three in the corner to answer. Nope, came up short. Rebound Borchers on the offensive glass. Nice job by Borchers. Pra drives in, out of control, can't finish. And a rebound taken by Jackson Dreesen. So now 6-5 the score.
And those are opportunities you need to finish if you're Anoka. You cannot be missing shots like that and not be getting rebounds and putting it back in. You have to be patient. If you don't have the shot, kick it back out and look for another opportunity.
Well, they had a couple good looks at the Pra three-pointer that they liked. Just weren't able to quite answer. Simzo in the corner had a look, decided not to. They go to Hosfield, who they like to get on a little post there. Thought about screening, decides not to. Dreesen goes back up top between the rings to Burgoon. And now Simzo comes and catches up top.
What you got to remember if you're Anoka here, especially on the offensive side of the court, is you've got a young team here that plays good defense.
That's an over and back call there on the Cougars, so they'll turn it over.
You've got a good young team here that plays good defense. So if you can get ahead, all you got to do is slow down and continue to build that lead, because you don't want to. They're not going to be able to score in bunches and come back on you. So you play a patient game. You allow yourself to play that slow game. You can play this game and win as long as you're making those high percentage shots, but you can't rush and try and score in bunches if you're not going to be able to. Wear the team down and the opportunities will come.
It's asking it's asking somebody to be who they're not, though, a little bit. Anoka loves to get up and run. Oh, nice job by Hosfield as it just comes right to his lap on the offensive rebound. Hosfield, I got to tell you, I'm impressed early on. He's everywhere at like a point forward type. Very interesting, tough matchup for the Tornadoes. 7-6 Centennial. Cooper for three. And that's long. And a rebound by Hosfield. And now a good chance for the Cougars here to find a little momentum after a slow start. 13:20 to go. In the first half, they lead by one. Here's Hosfield catching at the elbow. Gives back to Burgoon, who's going to pull up for two. Can't knock it down, and a rebound from Reeder. And he'll feed Chris Cooper. Cooper going to drive with a full head of steam. Tried to drive and dish, but it's swatted out of bounds. In fact, nope, lost by Cooper in a turnover. Nope, now they're turning it right back and giving it back to Anoka. Cooper comes out. Here comes Afia Bekwe.
Last time we watched this, Beckway kind of became that one of those straws that stirred the drink a little bit, able to dish and shoot. We'll see what he can do tonight.
Fierce defender as well. Just a menace is what I'd like to think of him. He's all over the floor when he comes in. A good energy guy off the bench for Coach Jefferson. Borchers feeds Reeder. Reagan Reeder drives on Horsfield. Hosfield, good opportunity for him. Kick out of Beckway, can't finish. And Pra tried to clear out, but what are they going to get for a call here? Are they going to get Donald Pra underneath? I think they did with a loose ball foul. Coach Jefferson maybe just trying to listen for it. It's going to be on Pra, his first.
Foul is on the Tornadoes, Donald Pra.
Let's get an explanation there from the referee.
2 team fouls for the Tornadoes. Oh, a quick three from Dreesen. No, in rhythm, but tried to hustle that one. A very quick shot for the Centennial Cougars. Reagan Reeder with a full head of steam. He gets fouled as he takes it to the basket. Time he got 5 across the eyes right there.
Boy, that shot looked like it might be good, too. I thought we had a chance for an and one there. But it'll miss and go down for 2.
Burgoon will pick up that foul. Reeder will go to the line. And that's kind of what you were talking about a little, Ryan, right? Just let's go get a high percentage look at the basket. I think giving it to Reagan Reeder in transition's high percentage.
Well, you've got the height advantage on just about everybody on the court here with Reagan Reeder. There's not a whole lot of people that are going to be able to go up with him on the court right now. So go ahead, take those shots, feed him down low, allow him to kick out if he's got nothing, but stay patient.
Really think when they kind of started running the offense through Reeder and that they kind of settled. Oh, it's a travel right there, a travel on freshly checked into the game, Charlie Augustine. But when they kind of went with this lineup and started feeding it through Padani and feeding it through Reeder, Borchers, Pra, Cooper, I really feel like that's when things started to turn around for Anoka. They got rolling at that moment. Pra with a drive. Can't quite finish. And that's going to get knocked out of bounds.
Just a tough spot for Anoka right now. Just not able to complete these baskets, not able to get the ball through the hoop. Just having some trouble. This is the kind of thing where you need to complete these shots. We talk about high percentage looks. As we get Padani on a look there yet again, just not able to finish it. Borchers out for 3. And we're just struggling out from taking these shots right now from the field. Just gotta stay patient. Don't rush. Don't feel like you got to get it all out at once. I mean, you don't have to get hot immediately. It's kind of a chip away at it sort of idea.
Nice drive here by Augustine. Now Hosfield. And back up top, nope, a travel call. Travel call on the Cougars.
Now that's going to be a problem for them there. I mean, this is the second travel they've had. They've got to get that figured out. You can't keep losing possessions on preventable mistakes like that. You want to lose possessions on shots. You want to try to be making passes. You can't be losing possessions on travels against a team that can make baskets once they get hot.
Yeah, that's early already, like 5 turnovers for Centennial. Nice drive by Beckway, and he'll go to the line. That's sort of Afia Beckway right there. He's got, first of all, a first step that's about as quick as anything you're going to see. Maybe a little raw as far as those abilities to finish at the hoop, but I don't know a lot of people who can be step for step with him when it comes to just raw speed.
He just sort of explodes with the ball in his hand, right? He just kind of moves really quick, just side to side especially. It's really hard to keep up with him. As Anoka misses yet another free throw, you gotta wonder if they're gonna want those back. That's three of the last 3 that they've missed.
Yeah. So 7-6 still. We've been kind of stuck here for a while as Beckway misses the first one. We'll get the second. So it's 7-7. So everybody, we're all tied at 7, 11:23 left to go. First half. As we have Tornadoes and Cougar battle. Burgoon fouled by Beckway. It's one thing about Afi, though. He does not believe he commits a foul ever.
It doesn't seem like a whole lot of the guys on the court seem to believe that they commit a foul ever, Tim. I'm going to be honest with you.
You might be right.
I don't know if we've realized that or not, that these guys believe. Wow, what a shot.
Oh, Ty Burgoon coming in off the inbound pass and getting a 3-point look, and it's 10-7. Nice play that time.
Anoka's got to be careful here not to push and think that they have to get that 3 back immediately.
Oh, Trey Ellis off the bench comes in.
Shot.
Trey Ellis, fresh off the bench, the young sophomore, comes in, knocks down a big basket. Not able to answer on the other end yet is Centennial. Can Ellis grab the loose brown? Not loose ball, can't do it yet. Staying with it is Ellis. Out is Ibekwe. Not able to quite yet get control of it as they work on that.
And this gets back to what we were talking about early on, Tim, that the Centennial team can get a little rowdy, they can get a little buck wild. They're young, they're going to make some ill-advised passes, they're going to turn the ball over a bit. So, they got to be on the lookout for that. That's another turnover for Centennial.
Great steal by Burgoon, and he'll lay it in.
He's been a difference maker since he came in so far.
Boy, Burgoon has been a factor here. He's already got 7 points, and the team's 12, off and running. So they got a young lineup on the floor right now, does Anoka, with Padani and Ellis. Boy, there's Peyton Padani yet again. And a full timeout taken by Coach Jefferson right after the made basket.
And that's a good timeout there. You get it to within a point. Let's see if we can go on a bit of a run here. Centennial feels like they're just kind of frenetic with the way that they're playing right now. They're just all over the court. They're throwing the ball all over. They're just looking for opportunities. But this is what we talked about with a young team, right? I mean, they're just going to play this high energy game. It's going to be kind of a grind fest. They're not going to take a ton of shots, but they're going to try and grind you up and down the court.
Well, that's kind of what both teams are, Ryan. Like, if you look at it, both teams are pretty young, really.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Pra and Cooper and Reeder, that's really as far as the main players. Padani's a sophomore.
Yep.
You have Caleb Shearer, who kind of comes back and forth. Ibekwe is a sophomore. Dre Ellis is a freshman who's just into the game now, number 20. So we got a couple of young teams here kind of duking it out. And the future's bright for both. Borchers is a sophomore.
Yep.
And that's one thing I think you're seeing, too, with both teams. Last year, Coach Jefferson opted to play some of these young guys when they were struggling. They won 4 or 5 games last year, did Anoka, but they played all of these young guys. And that's kind of what Centennial's doing this year. That's sort of the blueprint. Play the young guys, let them get the experience. Oh, nice job of getting down court, breaking through the press, and finishing at the rim is Jackson Dreesen.
And that's the danger of the press right there. That's where that can get you, right? You end up in situations where guys can get down the court, and if they can get out of it, suddenly you're in a poor position defensively.
They wanted to speed it up. That was the whole idea there. Ibekwe drives, can't finish. Centennial still leads 14-11, 9:45 to play, first half.
And Anoka just can't seem to find the bottom of the basket here.
Oh, a chance in the corner for 3. You got it. Boy, look at that from Luke Gunderman.
And again, that drive kick just continues to kill Anoka on the defensive side there. They've got to do a better job of picking up the guys that are on their assignment.
Well, it's a little bit about like that. I mean, that's sort of the whole idea, is it draws you in, because obviously you can't let him have the lane. You'll take the layup. But if you commit too early from that defensive player, the guy's wide open on the drive and dish.
Yep.
It seems like that's working pretty well. Cooper gets fouled as he goes back the other way. Gunderman makes that big 3 off the bench.
It's a good made free throw there for Anoka.
Dylan Strom on the floor as well.
Strom looking more like a hockey player than a basketball player with a haircut.
It's a rockin' look, I think.
It sure is.
Now again, showing pressure of the Tornadoes.
Maybe trying to draw a couple mistakes here.
And they get through that press nicely, and a quick feed to the outside for 3 again. That time it's off the side of the rim. Can Donald Pra take it the other way? Pra tries to drive right through and does, and will be fouled all the way in. Coach Waldvogel hates it, but this is what the aggressive team starts to do. They kind of start to drive and draw fouls, and that's what the Tornadoes are doing.
And what that's going to do is it's going to force Centennial into problems here, where their guys are going to start to pick up fouls and pile on fouls because they want to play aggressive defensively. And this is Anoka trying to take advantage of that, which is kind of what you have to do if you're going to play against a team that is as good defensively as Centennial is you have to try and break them up with some fouls and get their good defensive guys off the floor that way.
Yep, Donald Pra to the line, 17-14. A little more high scoring than I think I anticipated it being here in this first half so far. Both teams on pace to play in the 30s for the first half. Maybe a little more than that. both from Donald Praw.
And the question, I guess, then is that you would have is, can Centennial maintain this scoring? Because this is not characteristic for them, is this kind of scoring.
You're 100% right.
We know that can be sustainable for Anoka. We know that Anoka can play this kind of game, but can Centennial, right? And we're going to find the answer to that question in the next 8 minutes. Because we watched the end of that JV game that was kind of close in the first half, and all of a sudden Anoka started making baskets, and it just ended up not a close game at all in the second half.
You do seem to like they're taking Centennial's best punch. Good play by Timmy Ball right there. As this young team continues to make plays, that's the junior Ball, who's fresh off the bench, making a defensive play. Ball with the catch, guarded by Padani. Trying to feed inside, it's going to be Strong feeding it off for three. Dreesen got it.
And this is here's that aggressive defense for Anoka again, kind of creating problems for them on the outside. They want to play that aggressive, they want to force turnovers, but when they can't force turnovers, they're going to find that they're going to give up these 3-point balls.
And they have to decide, is that something they want to live with? That's for sure. And now we go back the other way after the missed shot by Padani, as he kind of maybe chucked that three a little early in the offensive set. Now we go the other way with Burgoon, who's going to drive. Blocked that time. No, they're going to get a body call first. Wow. Wow.
Kind of a tough call there.
That is tough. Good play there by Borchers and Reeder collapsing, but Burgoon with the aggressiveness. We talked about this on the Anoka side. Answer it on the Centennial side. Aggressiveness gets rewarded here tonight.
Yep. And we asked the question of, is this sustainable for Centennial? And suddenly the question begins to look like yes, because Anoka's just giving them the opportunities to shoot.
14 fouls each. One thing Coach Waldvogel's doing, using the bench. Both teams using the bench. You're seeing already, looks like nine or 10 guys so far for Centennial in this rotation.
Well, and this is indicative of young teams who are not used to playing, these kind of long seasons of varsity basketball yet, right? Where you play teams like Park Center and Maple Grove, and you go against teams like Latino Grace, where they have a lot of juniors and seniors. Physically, those kinds of guys can wear you down if you're an underclassman and you're not used to playing these kinds of physical games. Over the course of the season, over the course of a game, you just get worn out. So you have to utilize the bench with a young team. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself where guys are gassed by the end of the game.
How good is Peyton Padani around the rim? Goodness, that's another beautiful basket by Peyton Padani. He's already got 6. 22-17. Fun game so far. Hosfield. They swing it around the perimeter. Gunderman thought about he traveled first. Yep, he traveled first with that little hop step. And Waldvogel is saying, shoot the ball. Like, be committed to that play. As Gunderman maybe tried to make one extra pass, tried to be a little cute with that.
Some quick, crisp passing there from Centennial there. They're just looking for the shots around the arc.
Nice chop by Borchers. How good was that? Very interesting the way that the Tornadoes have played so far. Really haven't hit a 3-point shot yet. And that maybe is the difference in the game. The threes on one side versus the non-threes on the other, just as we say that. 3-point basket by Gunderman.
And we saw this against Blaine, too, where Blaine was just piling on the threes, and Anoka just couldn't keep up. They want to play down by the rim, but they just can't keep up with the 3 ball if it's not falling for them.
Cooper drives in, counted in one coming. Well, that's how you get it. If you're not going to get the 3-point shot, just go get it the old-fashioned way. Chris Cooper takes it in, gets the bucket, gets the foul, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Good physical play there from Cooper.
He
just fights through that contact.
Continues to impress me with his improvement. Done such a nice job for Coach Jefferson this year. Gunderman off a hard screen from Dreesen. The drive right there by Perner to the basket, rejected by Praise Jubiner, who just came into the game.
That was a good defensive play there. It's what you're looking for out of your guys. You don't want to take the foul. You don't want to let them drive the basket. So you support the guy who's playing defense, and you go up and you get that shot.
That's a little help side, little help defense right there from Jubiner, who came from anticipating the shot. Came from that weak side to help out. Hosfield.
Some solid disciplined defense from him anyway there.
Hosfield kind of that shot put three, but it works right there. Maybe not the prettiest looking form you ever saw, but it's just a matter of it going in, and Hosfield already has 8 points tonight, a very good first half.
And Anoka's going to have to find a way to defend that perimeter here and kind of take that away. I think you'd almost rather them take those 2-point shots and drive here because you're getting killed from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they have conceded a fair amount of threes, already 6 threes from Centennial, 6-0 on the 3-point line.
That's just not a sustainable form of basketball if you're Anoka here. You have to defend that perimeter a little bit better.
Make him drive for sure. That one's going to get away. Cooper's got it. Can he feed? Yes, Pra runs the floor beautifully and gets the layup. Donald Pra, good awareness from Cooper, and a nice job by Donald Pra to run the floor. Perner trying to come back quickly for the Cougars. Drive, dish to the outside. Gunderman thought about it, but Borchers is there. Now Hosfield, guarded by Jubiner. Out top for Perner. Perner trying to get the help, can't do it. Dreesen. They work the perimeter still. Cross-court pass stolen. Ill-advised pass, now Cooper running the floor. It's Padani, the up and under, got it.
Had to have it. That's 2 straight good possessions there for Anoka, causing turnovers and going down the court and scoring 4 points, making this a 1-point game again. This is the kind of game that Anoka wants to play, and Centennial's happy to oblige with some of these turnovers.
Big three, though, by Gunderman. Off the bench, he's got 3. He's got 9 points off the bench on 3 3-point baskets. 31-27, Centennial leads with 4.5 to go. Padani, the answer. Yes, Peyton Padani.
And finally, Anoka's able to get a 3 and find the bottom of the basket there.
31-30 so far here in this first half with 4:20 to go. Can we keep this going? Yes, we can keep it going with Jackson Dreesen.
Is it raining in here? I think I need an umbrella. Tim.
It is. Everybody's on fire right now. 34-30.
Just back and forth. Goodness gracious.
Borchers, he gets tied up nicely by Dreesen underneath, and that's going to be possession arrow Centennial. My goodness.
This game is it's broken open.
What a fun first half so far. I think if you're Coach Jefferson, you're okay playing this kind of pace, though, don't you think?
I think so, and the reason is because we know that this is not Centennial's game, right? And over the course of the night, that the question will remain if this is sustainable.
Jackson Dreesen says it's sustainable as long as I want it to be. There's
That's right.
11 points for Jackson Dreesen on 3 3-point shots.
And another foul there.
Yeah, Prague going to do what he's going to do. Not going to sit out on the perimeter and shoot threes, take it right to the basket. This is good discipline, I think, from Coach Jefferson. He's telling his guys, hey, we're not doing this. Keep driving, take it to the basket, draw fouls. Which is the right move, I think.
No, I agree. I think this is, you want to keep driving the ball. You want to give yourself a break. You want to be able to get those substitutions in. But you got to make your shots.
Pra has 6 points in this first half.
Having a ton of problems reaching the bottom of the basket there. It doesn't matter if it's free throws. It doesn't matter if it's 3 points. It doesn't matter if it's down low. They're just having trouble getting the ball into the basket.
Pra able to get that for his 7th of the night. 37-31. It's actually been a really fun first half here. The 3-point basket is the difference. The number of makes for Centennial is pretty astronomical. Oh, that was a total heat check from Jackson Dreesen. Came up short that time. And we're running the other way. Pra wants it from the corner. He's long, hard off the heel, and a rebound by Hosfield.
And that seems to be the difference tonight so far, is that Anoka just can't hit those shots and Centennial can't seem to miss them.
The 3-point baskets have been the great equalizer so far tonight. Centennial has been on fire. They like shooting in this gym, apparently, as most teams do. A lot of high-scoring games get played in this gym.
Oddly enough, it's I feel like we've seen a bunch of high-scoring games in this gym this year.
No question. A 3-ball from Simzo, a rainbow 3-pointer from the corner. That thing had like 25 feet of arc, and it goes down. Borchers tries to answer, can't. Reeder tries to answer inside amongst the trees. Back out to Pra. And they got to reset with Dre Ellis.
And that's what you want to do here, right? You want to reset that ball. You want to give yourself a chance to score here. Stop trying to force the rebound putback if you don't have it.
Cooper inside on the offensive rebound. That's a big basket and a timeout from Coach Jefferson. Chris Cooper gets the big offensive rebound. Simzo knocked down a huge three. It's 40-33.
We got another 2 minutes left in this half, Tim.
Yeah. Here I was thinking we were going to play this low-scoring game. We might be in the 80s again. Let's take a look at, I'm assuming we're going to see the last three from Simzo. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, this was Gunderman earlier, just knocking him down. And then Padani, this was in that flurry, Ryan, where everybody was just making it from all sides.
It's just raining threes. Just raining threes.
So I got to assume during this timeout, Coach Jefferson is saying, guys, we need to run them off the three-point line.
Yep.
We'll settle for twos, but you got to run them off the three-point line for the remainder of this half.
That's right. We will trade them that so that we can play down low and get rebounds, because they're not going to make everything. And right now we're just giving them too many wide open shots. You just can't do it. It's not a game that you want to keep playing. You don't want to let them do that. You know that you struggle defensively, especially on the perimeter. We saw it during the Blaine game last time that we were here. They struggle on the perimeter defensively. So you have to play a game that allows them, that forces Centennial inside. You're going to live with that.
I do want to apologize if you're hearing any of our technical difficulties. We're battling our way through here in this first half. For some reason, nobody wants to cooperate. Our technology isn't cooperating as perfectly as it needs to this evening, but we're working on it. Out of the timeout. Centennial. Let's see how, yep, there you see the extension of the defense from Ellis. Now Borchers extends out. Trying to run the Cougars off the three-point line. There's Dre Ellis again on defense. Here's Hosfield up top with ball. Ball guarded by Reeder. The drive. Catch by Dreesen.
Just
now
some good passing
corner.
here from Centennial.
Very patient offense, and that's what they try to do. Gunderman can't finish. Rebound Hosfield. Nice drive, a drive in the lane from Dreesen. Tries to feed Ball, who can't handle it. And instead, it's going to be a timeout for Coach Waldvogel.
And pulling the old Jefferson timeout there. Ball's on the floor. Your guy gets it. You call the timeout?
Call the timeout. Be smart about it. Keep the possession.
And here he's probably talking about playing patient and taking what they're giving you. Because if they're going to run you off that three-point line, you got to be patient, look for the pass, try and get it inside.
So this is going to have to be an extension of the defense here for the final minute 36 if you're Anoka. You're only down 7. I mean, and you've done good things offensively. So this is just about, can we get a couple of stops, maybe a couple of quick scores before the half?
Yep. And it's, you know, there's no reason to have any kind of panic, right? There's just no reason for it. So do your job, just get a couple stops, make sure that you're playing good disciplined basketball here. Run that ball up the court and put it in the basket, but that's been the difference so far, is they've just not been able to score.
Hosfield, and they've been able to score, just not three-point shots. That's really been the difference, I think. Hosfield gets that quick hoop off the inbound, who has had a really nice first half here. 10 points for Hosfield. Borchers, the drive, the dish. Dre Ellis, he'll go baseline amongst the trees. How good was that?
Good shot. Just an excellent shot there from Ellis.
That's 4 points off the bench from the young freshman. Takes a hard screen from Timmy Ball. Ball with a little screen and roll. Beautiful basketball. That's the old-fashioned screen and roll right there.
And yet again, Centennial just can't seem to miss right now.
Everything they're running is working, that's for sure. They're getting what they want every time. Ellis drives again, dishes. It's Reeder. Reeder with a little hook shot. Can't knock it down, and a rebound secured by Centennial. We still got 40 seconds left. They might play 2 for 1.
And if you're Anoka, you're kind of waiting for halftime, kind of hoping that this cools Centennial off a little bit.
They might, yeah. Centennial might want to just keep playing. Say, ignore the whole halftime thing. Let's just keep going.
Can we just put 20 minutes on the clock and go?
Why not? Borchers for 3. They'd like to get him going. And they do. Huge basket for Trey Borchers.
Absolutely had to have it. That makes it a 2-possession game.
Now perhaps last possession of the half. They love bringing this big out to catch him at the top of the key.
And he'll set another screen there, and there's another screen from Hosfield. They're just setting the trees outside.
Yeah, they are. They're just kind of running those old and they got to heave one at the horn from Ellis. That's got plenty of air on it, but not able to knock it in. Boy, what a great first half of basketball. Both teams offensively executing at a high level. Just a ton of threes. And we'll get Ryan's analysis and all that stuff as we come back from the break. At the Half is next on QCTV.
Welcome to our winter edition of At the Half, the show where we take a closer look at some of our area high school sports. I'm your host, Chuck Stens. Andover boys and girls hockey look to capitalize on their outstanding dual state championships last year. In order to continue their success into this season, let's talk with the head coaches from both teams to see what the teams have to bring.
I'm Melissa Volk, and this is my 10th year at Andover. Our expectations are kind of similar every single year to be getting better, as the season goes and be playing our best hockey come February. We're a year older. Last year we were super young with so many freshmen on the team, and now kids are kind of filling some different roles and kind of figuring it out this year. Our captains, Ella Berger, Issa Gettle, Maddie Brown, that top line of ours, and then also Kaylin Mom back at D, Courtney Stegman, our goalie, but then a lot of other players that fill some huge roles for us and give us that depth that we need. Yeah, so every game, we kind of get excited for and another opportunity to play with our teammates and whatnot. But tomorrow we play Minnetonka, so that's a big game. And then we're in the Dyna tournament after Christmas. Yeah, we love our youth girls. We're so lucky to know all of them on such an individual basis. But, the biggest thing that we preach here is just working hard and having a good attitude.
My name's Mark Manny. I'm the head coach of the boys hockey team at Andover High School. Well, last year's team, a lot of our skill up front was underclassmen. And when you have underclassmen leading your team on offense, they don't feel the pressure that seniors feel. So they tend to kind of play loose and play very well. Seniors sometimes, get the feeling it might be their last game if they lose, and sometimes that leads to not playing well. So we had the perfect combo last year of great senior leaders who were calm under pressure and juniors who played free. We'll see what we have this year. Our best players are going to be seniors this year, and sometimes, like I say, that's not a great recipe, and sometimes it is. So we hope our young guys get better every game, and then we get good leadership, and I think this team will be pretty good by the end of the year. Well, up front, our three big guys are Gavin Thorson, Caden Casey, and Cooper Conway. Casey and Thorson both had over 70 points last year. Conway was hurt about half the year, so he had his offensive numbers didn't look quite as impressive, but they're going to be our leaders up front. Throw in senior Mac Yell, and we're looking for big things offensively from him, and junior Ben Dahl as well. And after that, we're going to see who steps forward and kind of takes the mantle and runs. On the backside, Tristan May Robinson, senior captain,
Play-by-play.
Been a stalwart for us for 2 years now, and will be again for a third. And then Landon Stringfellow, with played regular last year, getting better by the day. Back in
I still hear popping
we lost
in my
Austin
headset.
Browns, who was
I don't know about
probably
you.
the best goalie
I can hear.
So we're just looking for who's going to step forward and take that job. Got four very capable goalies, and any of them could be our starter by the end of the year.
The Tornadoes have some new dedicated members of their cheerleading squad. Let's check in with them to learn some more.
Yeah, I got you. I still get a little static in there.
I started coaching this year. I used to coach at a different school for an elementary competitive team, so this is kind of a switch up, but I really like it.
My name is Jordan Waldinger, and I've been coaching here for 4 years. I'm going to be going on 5. I came here to be the assistant coach just right after I graduated high school, so I've been here for a bit.
last year was kind of rough for us. We had a lot of drama, a lot of issues, but I feel like this year we have the most committed and hardworking team that I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is some of the most hardworking girls I've ever met. They're so committed, they want to win, they want to be here every day, they want to put in the work, and they want to get that bid.
I think there's just more energy, more effort. So I just think this team is just miles different than it was last year. They want to be here. I can tell they want to be here. They want to put in the work. They're putting in work outside of practice.
Yeah, the drive is really there. I enjoy it.
We learned from our middle school coaches that were old Anoka cheerleaders that learned different ways and different techniques and stuff. And basically, when we got our new coach, Caitlin, she brought in some new cheers that she did with her old team.
Also cheers that she had learned in high school herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheers end up kind of just being a big collaboration of what ends up working for the team and like what we like the most.
Our pyramids that we do in our competitive routine, we have performed them at football games just to kind of practice it in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
And we've done a couple of routines at Pep Fest.
I think games that we cheer at, I feel that's more performing, and competitions I do view as like competing. Like it's more intense.
Our first competition of the year usually is regionals, and it's always the Saturday before Halloween. And then after that, we have competitions usually on Saturdays, every weekend or every other weekend kind of after that.
Until like late February when Nationals is.
When I got hired, that was my goal to the AD, I would like to take this team to nationals. That's a huge goal for coaches as well. So.
Coaching this team, we've gotten 2 bids, I think, and we just haven't gone yet. So I think that's always my goal.
Nationals. We want to get to
nationals. Yep.
The Rebels gymnastics team is committed to setting goals and improving throughout the season. Let's see what the team is up to and how they plan to seek success this winter.
We're down a bit, but I've always said I want to work with athletes who will work hard. Like if you love gymnastics and you work hard, that's who I want to work with. And we've got a core group of great girls. We've got an awesome senior leader in Melina Ung. I don't know anybody that's worked harder. So it's been a pleasure to coach her, and she's already been an awesome, invaluable captain, and I know that will keep going through the season.
We lost about half of our team, I'd say, and then we got a lot of new middle schoolers, which is really nice, so that we have a really young team right now, and I think the season will be really fun. We have our summer practices, and then we also do, I try to do monthly team bondings over the summer before season started.
So the technique is the thing that takes a little bit more time and repetitions to build, and well, really all those things, strength, flexibility, but the strength and flexibility are what we really focus on as a coaching staff. Of those are things we can control. If you're doing your splits daily and really working it, you'll get more flexible. If you're doing shoulder stretches, and we do partner shoulder stretches and a lot of different stretches, you'll get more shoulder flexibility. So the strength and flexibility we focus on a lot. We focus a lot on improvement. So it's always a goal of ours with both our varsity and JV to have the team from that first meet to the end meet improve 8 to 10 points. And last year I think we got almost to 12 with the varsity, and I think maybe even 13 with the JV. So those continue to be our goals. So this year we're just focusing on rebuilding those good team habits and that mentality towards improvement. And we're going to try and beat those teams that are at that same level that we're at, and show that we worked to be our best on that day.
That's it for this edition of At the Half. Make sure to keep up to date with all your local sports coverage by liking and subscribing to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube pages. Thanks for watching.
Here in the second half. QCTV, QCTV.org. Tim Anderson, Ryan Nelson Kane here with you. And what was a very entertaining, high-scoring first half. Reeder gets rejected right away to start the second half. And we're going the other way.
And Reeder's not happy about it. Feels like he got hit in the face there on that, I think.
You know what, he might have. Who's to say?
How was that a foul?
And then we get a call on the other end. It's going to be an opportunity for Centennial to keep things going.
And not the start you wanted if you're Anoka here. You wanted to get a couple baskets to get back into this thing.
Pretty clean first half all the way around. Both teams did quite well. Staying out of foul trouble. Nobody really in trouble. Reeder for him, that was just his second. Nobody really in any issue for either side. Pretty good first half indeed. This was what some people thought the final score could look like, and it was just the first half. So
we thought the final score could look like.
As fun a first half as you're going to find, Centennial executed at a high level from the outside. It wasn't like they were just making layups. I mean, they were just making threes left and right. Good steal by Borchers. And we go the other way for Anoka. Anoka shot a high percentage from two, just not the three-point shot. There's Reeder inside getting a big basket.
Yeah, a couple minutes late, but that's kind of how you wanted to start there for Anoka.
Get it back to 6. Reagan Reeder going to maybe look for a little more here. I expect to see more of him in this half. Only 4 points in that first half. And they kind of go as far as he can take them sometimes.
And that's okay if you're a team leader, right? You want to have a guy like that on your team that you can put the ball in his hands and trust that he's going to go score for you, but he wasn't able to finish in that first half there as Anoka starts to play some tough defense here.
Nice job by Reagan Reeder there to really get after it. Now we got a little spacing issue for Centennial in the corner. D'Agostino finds Hosfield. Now Dreesen, who got hot there for a stretch in the first half, misses that medium-range two-point shot. Now Borchers running, full head of steam, up and under, can't finish with the little spinny finger roll, and a rebound for Centennial.
Something's wrong with Reagan Reeder. It looks like he's blinking that eye really hard and he's breathing really heavy. Something's not right with him.
Might have got poked on that one sequence. We'll see. Nice backdoor cut by Dreesen. You wonder if Coach Jefferson's going to make a quick move on that one. Jackson Dreesen already now, really a nice night for him, 13 points. Drive inside, blocking foul, and a chance now for Anoka to go to the line with Chris Cooper.
And if you're going to start the second half at the line, you've got to start making these free throws because they missed a whole bunch of them in that first half. You can't continue to miss your free throws.
Did miss a couple. He left a few out there for sure. The three-pointers, though, are the difference. 2 made threes for Anoka in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Centennial. Cooper gets the first one. Chris Cooper up to 7 points. And Nebekwe comes in for Reeder, and I think they're just trying to see if they can get whatever's bothering Reagan Reeder kind of out of his system, and they go with the energy guy, Nebekwe.
Yeah, pulling him off the court to start the second half is not ideal for Anoka, but you'd rather have him in a way where you can get him back later in the game than have him try and push through and potentially lose him for the last few minutes of the game.
Getting a drink of water, just trying to chill out a little bit. Burgoon for 3. This is what they did in the first half, that drive and kick. Boy, Jackson Dreesen, how good was that on the inside? Dreesen up to 15, and he's kind of taken over the game here a little bit for Centennial. A lot of big energy buckets from Jackson Dreesen so far.
And with Reeder off the court here, you'd like to see Padani and Borchers start to take over this offense for Anoka a little bit.
Padani with a drive. Pra, one of the senior leaders on this team. Cooper, a senior as well. Nice spin move by Cooper, draws the foul and goes to the line.
And Pra's a shooter, but he's not like a shooter. He's not going to be your three-point guy. You need to find those guys who can get hot, who can make this thing work. And historically, anyway, that's been Padani and Borchers on the outside there. We have not seen a ton from them outside today.
No, we have not. Now Cooper's starting to become a factor, getting to the free throw line. He knocks down another one right there. And already he's up to 9 points now. And maybe it's going to be the senior Chris Cooper. We did see him make some threes in that Blaine game. That was probably one of his better shooting games. But you're seeing him go to the basket more.
You need to find somebody who can get something going here because it just feels like they've bounced around. They've been a little inconsistent to start this thing. You know, you get into the second half here and, you know, you can't be get into situations where you're giving up points and
there by Hosfield. Hosfield tries to take that up and in, can't finish. Rebound by Pra. Pra with a drive and a count it and one coming.
That's about the best play we've seen from Pra yet tonight. Just that down the court, the spin move, draw the foul in, make the shot. I mean, that's about what you want from him. If he can make this a 3-point game here, that's about as ideal a start as you could have asked for here for Anoka to start the second half.
Pra up to 9 points. If he can knock this down, he'll be in double digits to go with Cooper at 10 points and Padani at 11. Pra knocking it down, 3-point play. So they're getting it done at the line right now to start the second half, and they've cut the lead to 3, 50-47. Centennial trying to beat the press once again, and they do. Burgoon with a nice kick to Perner, rejected by Padani. Great defensive play by Peyton Padani. Pra runs the floor, drive and kick a Beckway for 3 air ball. That may not be Afia Beckway's shot, but it was within offensive rhythm, so you can't say anything. That was okay.
That was all right. It's the shot that you want to take there. A good eye to kick that out there. It's just you want that to end a little bit differently.
That one almost knocked away again by Padani. Burgoon's got a look, and he got it. Boy, that's a big swing when you can airball a 3, come back and give up a 3 on the other end. Now Ty Burgoon having a night.
You can't keep letting them get hot beyond the arc there.
First 3 of the half for the Centennial Cougars. 53-47, still a very close game. A Beckway driving inside. Got met with the trees there, not going to get anything, but Borcher stays with it, and he travels first. Oh, Coach Jefferson hates it, and I got to tell you, I kind of hate it too. I didn't see the travel.
Jefferson's heated over that call there, and that's just a tough call.
Boy, yeah, I didn't see that. Normally you can spot those right away. I'll take the ref's word for it. Normally you can spot that travel pretty quickly. I didn't see it that time. Burgoon looking to make him pay. Can't do it. Borchers will run and grab that rebound. Gunderman back in. Boy, what a factor he was. Strom, I take that back. Pra for 3. Pra can't finish. Rebound Burgoon, and a Beckway is going to get called for a loose ball foul.
Jefferson's laying into Pra a little bit for not looking for a pass on that. I thought it was kind of a good shot. Again, you talk about offensive rhythm. It was kind of in rhythm there, but you'd like to have seen a pass there to start. Look for maybe a better shot. And we talked about this too. Pra's not exactly the guy you want taking threes.
Well, there's not a lot. Pra can make those shots. It's just a matter of, can you catch it in rhythm, and have you made any tonight? Do you feel like making a few? Cooper on the hip of Ty Burgoon. Nice job by Borchers trying to slap that away, and Strom keeps it in for Centennial. Interesting game, no question. 53-47. I think hopefully we've battled through our tech issues. I think if you and I just sit and hold our breath and don't move, I think we're going to be fine the rest of the night.
If that works,
Here's what I think you should do.
Turnover
for the rest of the game. Yeah, there you go, knocked out by Ball. Why don't you go ahead and lift your arm over your head?
You want me to do like the old antenna thing?
Yeah,
like
the
my
old
dad used to
antenna
have me
thing.
do?
Exactly, yeah. I can't tune in wrestling, so can you please stand in a weird position holding a hanger?
Get the tinfoil on them.
The tinfoil on them. That's where I feel like we're at right now. Strom picks up this foul. It's his second.
Jefferson doing some hard coaching over there on the sideline, coaching some guys up.
Trying to work through this little battle here. I think they have, they're in it. I mean, they're going to be, it's going to go right down to the wire.
Well, and you kind of felt like, they came into this game thinking we could be able to score, and we beat this team by 20. We should have a good chance tonight. And Centennial came out, and they've kind of punched them in the mouth a little bit. Just really, Anoka's keeping up, but we really haven't seen them respond yet.
I think it's been I think it's one of those things where if a guy gets hot from the outside, shooting is a bit of a contagious thing. And we've also known that, again, everybody seems to shoot well in this gym. It's a weird thing. Everybody shoots well in here.
Another turnover there by the Centennial Cougars.
And that's one thing for the Cougars tonight, you got to think, Ryan. They have turned the ball over. I mean, they've made a lot of shots. They've also turned the ball over a fair amount as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it just feels like every time they get on a run, they have a chance to kind of put the boot on the neck a little bit. They turn the ball over, and suddenly they're letting Anoka back into it.
Nice steal that time by Strom. Strom tries to take it. Padani almost takes it right back. Nope, timeout by Coach Waldvogel.
And probably a good one.
Yeah, a little out of control, so Coach Waldvogel is going to talk this over, trying to not let this become a up and down the floor kind of game here, although it's kind of become that. But yeah. Coach Jefferson going to try to, again, I think the strategy's working. They haven't made as many threes this half, Ryan, so they're chasing them off the three-point line, and they're keeping it right where they need to at 4 points. But
You push them off the three-point line. You hope that you're going to get you trust that you're going to get those turnovers because they're not, they're not playing super disciplined basketball as Centennial. So you kind of hope that you can get that and take advantage of a young team here and keep yourself in the game and just take advantage of an opportunity. You're okay playing in a close game at the end as long as you have the extra point at the end.
And I also think you feel like if Centennial's got to put the ball on the floor and try to run stuff into the paint, that the advantage goes to Anoka.
No, I definitely agree, and Anoka can get hot. This is a team that can score in bunches when they do find their shot. It's just a matter of finding their shot, which they've not been able to do tonight because Centennial plays good defense.
Definitely from the outside. It's been a little bit slow to roll. 11-3 on three-point baskets, and that is the difference in the basketball game. No question about it. 53-49. Both teams have shot a pretty high percentage. It's been a very fun game. Hosfield. I really like his game, boy. I'll tell you, he has got a fun game, and that's his third three of the night. He's got 15, and it's been really balanced. I feel like they've had 4 guys in double figures. Dre Ellis for 3, the freshman. Can't knock that down. He had a couple of big hoops in the first half. That would have been a big one right there. Not able to knock that one down, and here come the Cougars back the other way.
And we're kind of running into an interesting issue down here. I don't know if you've noticed on this east side of the court, there's been a couple of times where guys have slipped, where both Anoka and Centennial have slipped and fallen on this east side of the court. There's the footing maybe not quite as solid for over here as it is on the west side of the court.
Well, one thing that, they'll tell you, the floor is a slick floor. It just is. It's one of the conversations you'll always have here with some of the players at Anoka. They're used to it, but it is a conversation piece. Oh, a Beckway, nice job inside. He gets fouled, as that's an example of the speed and athleticism that a Beckway brings. He's a tough guy to box out.
And we talked about that in the first half, that he's just quick. Just able to get off like lightning on that first step.
And you see how quickly he won. I don't think Gunderman expected the speed of a Beckway on that rebound. And there's a Beckway making the first one.
Anoka seeming to find their rhythm on these free throws here in the second half.
Definitely knocking them down now a little bit more. 56-50 is the score. A Beckway looking for both of them. That one a line drive. That one didn't have a lot of arc on it, but 1 out of 2. Meatloaf didn't have a song about that, but still okay. 1 out of 2, and it's 56-50. Strom cuts across the lane, now kicks back out Burgoon, and that's really nice basketball, but Burgoon not able to knock it down. Strom gets the offensive rebound and beats Reeder to the basket for the put away for Strom.
Nice to see Reeder back on the court, but you kind of hope that you stay in better position there.
Rebound inside. Can they get it? Padani can't finish. And we're running the other way. Burgoon against Debecqua. Oh, man, he got away with a walk that time. And Reeder almost goaltended it, but it was still in. As this time it was Gunderman able to put that in. 60-50 timeout Anoka. And Coach Jefferson is, I would say, not in a pleasant mood.
Pleading with his team to do the things that he's asking them to do at this point.
Yeah, actually, I take that back. It wasn't a walk. I thought maybe it was, but he was able to kick that out of his hand before the other foot hit the ground. Good play there, and a good finish from Gunderman. I'll tell you what, it has been. Just look at the balance. Look at the balance of scoring. Burgoon with 12. You have Hosfield with 15. You have Dreesen, who has 15. You have Gunderman, 11 off the bench. I mean, that's pretty good balance when you have 4 guys in that kind of scoring groove this evening. That's pretty impressive.
Yep, it sure is. They've played a really good game tonight. They've played in rhythm. They've played a game that, frankly, you didn't really expect to see from Centennial tonight. This is not their game typically, scoring a lot of points and scoring a balanced amount of points.
Well, we talked about how both teams had definitely shown improvement. No question about it tonight. That improvement's on display. Borchers getting him going from the outside. Oh, boy, an air ball. That might have got a deflection there. We'll see. But either way, it's rolling the other way for Centennial. And they're up 10. That's got their largest lead of the night. They're looking for more right now. Dreesen. Burgoon, who's been looking for his shot. Poked away by Cooper. Chris Cooper's running the floor. He's got Reeder with him. Can Reeder finish? Yes! And he's fouled on the dunk. Just what they needed to energize the crowd.
You heard Coach Jefferson yelling at his team in that last timeout, wake up, and I don't know about you, Tim, that'll wake you up.
That was impressive from Reeder, and you could tell he was going to dunk that no matter what.
You know he was looking for it. He saw the opportunity to drive that lane and dunk that. And
Burgoon picks up his third foul. Something to keep an eye on here. Reeder can't finish the three-point play. Free throws have been good this half for Anoka, but that was a miss right there. Ooh, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Hosfield as he shoves Chris Cooper, and that might put them in the bonus.
I think he signaled for 2. Anoka's going to get a chance to shoot here.
I think they're over the limit at 7 fouls. That should put them on the line. Nope, that should put them 1 and on. They got 17 fouls, unless they don't want to. I guess not. So, okay, I thought 7 fouls. Well, I thought 7 fouls puts you in the bonus, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it did too.
How about Cooper? Gonna drive it again. Oh, can't finish. Rebound by Reeder. Back up top to Pra. Pra drive, kick. Borchers open from the corner. Got it.
Had to have it, and he took it. 5-point game. And if you're Anoka, you're starting to feel that energy shift a little bit.
Well, the foul disparity, this is where Centennial might want to consider driving it to the basket and trying to put Anoka in foul trouble. They haven't really done that.
Well, we talked about how this Centennial team can be a bit rowdy. They can be a bit loose. And then we're starting to see that here with the fouls. They're playing a little too loose. They're not playing disciplined enough right now. They've got the lead to their credit, but we talk about sustainability. Can they keep it? Fouls become a bit of a problem.
Foul on Borchers there, but that's exactly what they had to do right there, Ryan. Hosfield puts it on the floor to the basket, and the one thing that the referees have done in this game pretty consistently is reward aggressive drives to the basket.
Time and time again, that seems to be the case for the referees tonight. They're going to give you shots at the line.
If you're driving it to the basket and being aggressive and you're under control.
Yep, you'll be rewarded.
Absolutely. Hosfield able to put that first one in. D'Agostino back in. For Hosfield, this is 16 points tonight. That's the Anoka student section. Right out of a horror movie right there. Trying to distract Hosfield, but can't do it. Hosfield able to make them both. He's got 17. But they made their voice heard that time at least. Cooper. Oh, he was given the opportunity to drive the lane and does.
Oh,
and he did not take the contact bait either.
Just a gorgeous lay there. Gorgeous layup there.
Chris Cooper playing a really good second half. Burgoon inside, blocked by Reeder, and out of bounds.
Reeder's starting to come alive a little bit here.
Yeah, Reagan Reeder now up to 8 points in this game. It's a 5-point game. It was 10, so the Tornadoes have trimmed it back to a 5-point advantage. We still got 9 minutes to go. And another fun game at the Fieldhouse. Boy, Anoka's been in a lot of these games the last month and a half of the season. A lot of these kind of tight battles. Oh, boy, they're chasing them off the line. Good job. Oh, no, they got a foul on Borchers or Padani. What is it? As they were trying to trap the line. And then a timeout taken by Centennial. Oh, and I think maybe a little warning over there to the bench on that one. So they get the timeout, Centennial does, and they'll keep the basketball.
And again, just another good timeout there by Coach Waldvogel, keeping things under control, not allowing his team to get into a bad position.
Let's take a look at standings while we have a minute here, Ryan, in this very hotly contested Northwest Suburban Conference. Park Center at the top, 13-0. Big surprise.
What else is new?
Andover is having a really great year in the conference, 12-1. Kopetsky, Musungu, as good a backcourt as you're going to find in the conference. Totino Grace at 12-2. They're a great basketball team. Maple Grove 9-4. Blaine 7-6. Osseo 7-6. Anoka now up to 5-8 in the conference. But as you can see, even an example, a 2-11 Centennial team in the conference, 4-15 overall, beating a Maple Grove team. So weird things can happen when you're in conference play with these teams.
Yeah, it's always a hard-fought battle around here with the Northwest Suburban Conference. All of these teams play each other hard. There's some decent rivalries in this group. As mentioned it in the beginning of the broadcast here, as a Centennial alum, I'm familiar with this. You yourself, a Coon Rapids alum, both Northwest Suburban guys here.
My Card's having a little bit of a tough season. Prod, nice job of intercepting that. Looking like a defensive back on that one. Now Padani, who looks like a quarterback, steering it down the floor for them, but can't finish. Good drive by Padani. Wasn't able to get that paid off like he was able to do so often in the first half. Hosfield, this is such a tough matchup because he's such a big guy handling the basketball. D'Agostino finds Dreesen, guarded by Pra.
Dreesen looking for more points here.
Perner comes out, catches at the free throw line.
Perner, one of their rare seniors there in this lineup.
Nice drive and finish by Dreesen as he drove on Evan Frecking. Frecking into the game for the first time. Trying to add a little size and athleticism, perhaps. Pra drives in on Perner. Got it! One coming for Donald Pra.
Chance to make this a 4-point game here.
And that's on Burgoon. That's his fourth.
And we were just talking about this could quickly become a problem for Burgoon.
Now he'll have to probably sit, would be my guess.
It looks like they're going to take Perner out for a minute.
Nope, they're going to go Perner with that foul instead. So that's a break that it's not on Burgoon. So proud of the line for the chance at the three-point play to cut this back to 4, and it feels like it's just been this. It's been Centennial by 7, Centennial by 4, 6, 5, 4, and that's where we've kind of had it all game.
And this is where, we talked about this in the Blaine game last time you were here, that every time it felt like Anoka kind of got some momentum and started to come back, they hit a three, they hit a shot. The opposing team, at that time Blaine, now at Centennial, just continues to find a way to take that momentum back, and Anoka just can't seem to claim it. So as good as their offense has been this year, they've been playing catch-up most of this game and the last couple of times that we've seen them.
Coach Waldvogel doesn't like that call away from the ball right there. But foul called on Centennial, and they turn it over off the foul. Frecking comes up, sets the high screen for Borchers, using the left hand and driving and drawing contact on Strom. That's a good call. And Anoka has basically just said, we're putting our head down, going to the basket every time. And that's a pretty good strategy. And
it's worked so far. I mean, if he can make these shots, it's a 2-point game. You've got an opportunity here to make this a one-possession game again. So, if you're Anoka, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? And right now, it's not broken.
Yep, it's working, driving it to the basket. Borchers able to knock that one down.
If there's one guy you want at the foul line, it's probably Trey Borchers right now.
Yeah, Borchers a little quiet tonight, but he's still, even on a quiet night, 11 points. How about 12 for Trey Borchers?
Needed them both and got them.
Well, we're down to a 3-point or a 2-point game, I do believe.
Should be. I don't think I've updated the scoreboard yet.
Well, they have it at 6. Yep, there we go. 64-62 on the scoreboard. Hosfield. Back up top for Dreesen. There's a guy who's been a little quiet in this second half. You wonder if they're looking to set him up for opportunities here.
Yep, he had a big basket on that last possession to push it to a 4-point game. Now here we are again where he's got the ball in his hand. He's going to be looking for an opportunity to score again.
It was at this time in the first half where he really started to make his presence known. Strom drives high off the window. I can't believe that didn't go in. I thought that was going down. Boy, the freshman plucky on the inside, but he's not able to secure the rebound for the Tornadoes. D'Agostino now has it for the Cougars, guarded by Pra. Now Hosfield guarded by the freshman Ellis. Ellis steps up on Hosfield. They're going to get a foul on Dre Ellis. And that's a tough matchup for the young freshman, giving up a lot of size, maybe a lot of strength in that moment.
Giving up some experience, too. That's as a freshman playing varsity here. I mean, that's a tough thing to do, even against a sophomore. He's got a year on you. He's been doing this for another year. He's got that size. He's got the strength. It's tough to do.
They're working more time in for Ellis. You're seeing more and more of him as this varsity season goes on. over the head of Frecking, and another call on the inside, as this one might go on Evan Frecking as he tried to go straight up.
Frecking played a ton of minutes in the JV game before this one.
But look at the hair. See, that's the thing. I think that allows you to be aerodynamic enough to stay in the game and play multiple games.
It is majestic, I'll give you that.
I mean, it is a really epic mullet that Evan Frecking has. Holy goodness.
I'm thinking they should make that the uniform.
That I'm not sure a lot of guys want to go for that, but hey, Evan Frecking owns it. I like it. Burgoon gets 1 out of 2. Rebound by Reeder.
And the crowd gets what they want by yelling again.
Yes, they get the yell every time a free throw happens, so everything's good there. So Padani trying to take Hosfield off the dribble and does and scores. I think Padani feels like that's a matchup he likes.
And he should. I mean, it's worked for him when he's come inside so far today. He got a little quiet toward the end of the first half, but it's been good for him so far.
Air ball from Burgoon, but Strom, it falls right to his hands, and he was able to kick it right back. A bit fortuitous, and Burgoon able to knock that down. Ty Burgoon having another nice night for Centennial. Nice spin move by Pra, and he puts it away.
Donald Pra putting together a really good second half here so far.
No question about it. Donald Pra having a night up to 15 points.
One of these rare seniors again.
And Pra's been here through some lean times.
You like to see guys like that get rewarded with some good games.
He's played a lot of minutes for this Anoka team, getting significant run tonight as he has 15 points. Frecking back in. Reeder sits down as they've been giving Reeder some frequent blows, trying to keep him fresh for those final maybe 3 minutes. Oh, travel on ball. And Coach Waldvogel hates it. And I guess I didn't see it. Normally you can spot that travel pretty easily. I've had a couple of those that have been a little tough to see. Centennial is led pretty much the whole way. Frecking down. Here comes Reeder back in. Anoka has a chance to take the lead for the first time in a while.
I don't think they've had the lead since the first minute or so.
Yeah, it has been a while since they have had the lead in this game. And they didn't get it right there. Timmy Ball. Hands off Gunderman.
I don't want to deal with a big guy named Timmy. Those guys are scary.
You know, let me tell you all about it. D'Agostino back to Ball. Ball will drive. You're saying he doesn't do speech at Centennial? Anyway, Ball back up top. Here's Gunderman. To Strom. Inside feed by Burgoon on Cooper. Cooper flops a little bit. No call either way. They play on. I actually don't hate that. Here's Ball trying to drive on Reeder, and he can't, and he traveled instead.
That's another big turnover by Ball in a big moment. You had one at the end of the first half. You've got one here with 4:39 left in the second. A couple of times coming off the bench where he's made a couple of critical errors.
That's where Coach Waldvogel's talking to Timmy Ball, going, maybe going one-on-one against Reagan Reeder, not the move. Pass it outside, share the wealth a little bit. Padani drives in, draws contact, can't finish, rebound Reeder. A feed to Pra, who goes straight up, can't finish. A lot of contact inside, and we're going the other way, and Pra knocks down Burgoon.
I don't hate the shot there from Pra. You feed the guy who's been hot all day. That's kind of what you want to be doing at that moment. I don't hate it.
Pra gets that call there to try to stop a fast break. Actually not a bad foul by Pra, but maybe also a bit of a frustration foul. 67-66. Centennial still leads with 4:17 to go.
It's worth noting that was the 6th team foul for Anoka here, so one more until they're in the bonus here.
Good rebound, Strom. That's a couple offensive boards since he's come in. Dreesen.
Centennial's been pretty strong on the offensive boards all night. Feels like they've been just getting all the offensive rebounds have gone their way.
They've been able to get a few of those. Reeder a swat, and then he gets hit by Strom. They kind of go back and forth at each other there. No calls either way. Pra steps in with a Euro step and finishes.
That was pretty.
And then a foul on Cooper off the inbound.
That was a pretty shot there from Pra.
And then we're going to get free throws on the other end as Cooper tried to
Coach Jefferson's probably a little frustrated that they're getting the one-on-one when Anoka did not.
I think these go both ways. That was a beautiful little Euro step by Pra on that
Sure
replay.
was.
That was awesome. All right, we go to the line with Burgoon. Burgoon tonight, 15 points.
It's a guy you probably don't want at the line there if you're Anoka.
We're tied at 68. 3:41 to go. Cooper picked up his first on that one, so he's fine. And the lead back to Centennial.
Got a battle here, Tim.
It's been a fun game, no doubt about it. Been a really fun game. Cooper catching on the wing. Steps back up top, looks for Reagan Reeder, guarded by Hosfield. Now Borchers, he's being just ridden by Burgoon, and that's going to be 4 on Ty Burgoon. And now Borchers with a chance to give the Tornadoes back the lead.
Coach Waldvogel looking a little, he's got a little agita there on the fourth foul.
I guess he needed to sit down for a minute after that one. I don't blame him for that. I'd probably want to do the same thing.
Just muttering something to his assistant coaches. I don't blame him.
Head coaches tend to do that, Ryan. They just mutter. They talk to themselves.
You know, you and I both know it.
Missed on the second. Rebound, Reagan Reeder on the offensive glass. And a 2-point lead for the Tornadoes. That's probably their largest lead in a long time as they are up 71-69.
As
Burgoon.
if by design on that play.
Burgoon drives, kicks back out. Jackson Dreesen. Back to Burgoon, guarded by Cooper. Takes the screen. Now rolling off is Dreesen, who's open for 2. Got a clean look and made it. Foot on the line. We're tied at 71. Dreesen continues to have a great game. Borchers drives quick. Reeder, another rebound. Can't finish. Can he get another chance? No. Taken by Dreesen. I thought Reeder had an easy putback that time, able to miss the bunny. We're still tied. Centennial. Yep, he did. And the pressure kind of got around him as they swarmed Reeder after that.
Centennial does that. This is a team that swarms you defensively. They will crash those boards and look for every rebound.
Turnover again on offense from Centennial. Padani drives all the way in, had an outlet, tried to keep it himself. Cooper finishes on the miss. And Chris Cooper continues his great night. Cooper up to 14 points. 73-71. Stolen
Reeder.
by Cooper. A 4-point lead and a timeout for Centennial. Chris Cooper has had a great second half. Him and Donald Pra, when they've needed it, have really carried this team. 2 seniors down the stretch for the Tornadoes.
Jacob Hosfield getting the absolute business from Coach Waldvogel right now.
Well, it gets a little sloppy. We talked about the turnovers, Ryan, at a certain point. We said the turnovers are going to have to be a thing.
It's going to be, I mean, it's been a problem for them all night. They've just turned the ball over and over and over and over again. It's, this is something that, they need to address as a young team if you want to have a shot in this game to finish it up, because Anoka's getting hot.
Let's look at the 4A rankings while we have a second. As of today, hot off the presses. Park Center was on top.
Lakeville North in second, huh?
Lakeville North, yeah. There's some good teams. Wyzetta's in that mix. There's Buffalo at 18-3, Minnetonka, Eastridge, Eastview, Hopkins. There's Andover down there as well. Man, I'm telling you, there's going to be some tough outs when we get towards section time. Just a couple weeks away.
Might be one of the better section tournaments in the area.
This state tournament in 4A is as good as it gets.
We talk about the increase in quality in Minnesota basketball over the last 5 to 10 years.
Burgoon, big 3 ball. Oop, off the mark. Can Borchers control it? Yes. Here comes Pra. Pra feeds Padani with 1:49. Can the Tornadoes pull this one out? Centennial really came to play tonight, and they have played a very spirited game. Hosfield a steal on Borchers and a foul on Borchers. And that's going to get a free throw for Hosfield.
Maybe just got a little too overzealous there, trying to make up for a mistake there by Trey.
Good poke right there. A nice little job by Hosfield, not reaching in, just poking the ball away. And then the foul on Borchers, his third. It has been just a really fun game tonight. Both teams playing hard. This young Cougars team, young sophomore Jacob Hosfield, this is going to be a player to watch in the coming seasons. But he misses the front end of that 1-and-1. Now Padani. Seeing if they can get a basket and maybe put this thing on ice with 1.5 minutes to go. Padani, nice kick. Reeder with the finish. Beautiful drive and dish from Peyton Padani.
And this one's beginning to get out of hand if you're Centennial. You're just, we talked a lot tonight about sustainability and if they could make this work and continue, and you start to wonder if the clock struck midnight a little bit on their offense.
Here's Cooper getting it across. Reeder again on the inside. Oh man, he traveled. He traveled on that one, kind of stepped on the foot of the defender. And they give that one away. And really the difference was seniors tonight, Ryan, in the second half. Reeder, Craw, Cooper really made a difference for the Tornadoes in the second half of this game. And I think that's where right now you could say that just that lack of senior leadership for the Centennial Cougars might have been a difference tonight. And they'll stay here with this one. Still under a minute, there's time, still just a 6-point game. And if you can get a basket here quickly, you're still right there. But I would say that's a huge spot tonight where the differences are.
Yep, and you start to sense some frustration here from some of the Centennial players. You know, it's you know, you look at Gunderman here clapping his hands, getting a little frustrated. You got Hosfield getting the business from the head coach. Just some lack of focus stuff. Some just like the fit and finish, right? Is what we like to call it.
Dreesen got a big three. Boy, that's huge.
Needed it.
Jackson Dreesen, a fine night tonight. And they get the inbound quickly as they tried to press it. Now Praw's going to get a look. Good feed to Reeder, who's going to get an easy layup off that press. And the clock still runs. Timeout taken by Coach Jefferson as he wants to set his defense. That was a brilliant break of the press by Anoka. Let's take a look at some schedules while we have an opportunity here. Centennial, Blaine. They're going to host Blaine, go to at Coon Rapids. Chance to get some wins there. Blaine's a good team. At Coon Rapids, they got a chance, then a tough one at Andover, then at Duluth East, at Totino Grace. Couple of tough ones in there.
Yeah, three tough ones in there.
Anoka's going to go at Rogers next, at Maple Grove, home to Champlain Park, at Cambridge Isanti, home to Spring Lake Park. Some tough games as well on the schedule. There's a lot of tough games in this conference in general.
This is a tough conference to play.
79-74. Tornadoes trying to finish this off. They had to come from behind. They were down 10, 60-50. And they have made a nice run.
They have gotten down multiple possessions multiple times in this game. And they have clawed their way back and gotten a decent lead here.
Big possession for Centennial. Drive and kick. Looking for Gunderman. They set a big screen for Burgoon, and he's not going to knock it down. Boy, that was a big screen from Gunderman. Cooper went for a ride on that one.
Taking out some frustration on that screen.
That was a hard screen from Gunderman, and they're going to make a quick sub. They're going to get Ellis in, and I think they're not going to let that sub happen. Ellis wanted in. Ref said no, not yet. I think Ellis wanted that sub on his own right there, but ref said no. 79-74. That's all right,
exuberance.
I love that exuberance, and a quick foul on Perner as Borchers gets tripped up. And now we're in free throw mode as Centennial looks to just extend the game. Couple free throws here, though, could ice this for the Tornadoes. Trey Borchers, a good second half. Didn't have that hot shooting night from the outside, but he still hung in there. Made some free throws when they needed it. Got a couple of big baskets when they needed it.
Favoring that right wrist a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of a hard spill. Coach Bo's in the crowd tonight watching his quarterback and his wide receiver are out there doing some work.
Peyton Padani, of course, the quarterback. Borcher's the wide receiver.
Yeah, he played quarterback this year admirably, I thought, on a very young football team.
Yeah, they looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. Got a decent arm.
Borchers makes the first, and the second gets the members bounce, 81-74. And that might be enough for Anoka as long as they don't commit a foul here.
And the thing to watch with Padani, and you can see it on the basketball court too, is his leadership, just the ability to make a difference and push his teammates and make them better.
Reeder called for a push. He doesn't like it. And with 10 seconds left, you do get a chance to score with the clock stopped. Henry Perner goes to the line. Here comes Ellis to finish this off for Reeder. Nope. And now they are going to send Reagan off. So Ellis on the floor. It's just basically ball handlers for the final 10 seconds. As Pra, Borchers, Padani, Cooper, Ellis to finish for the Tornadoes. Here's one of the few seniors, Henry Perner. Not able to knock that down. Clock's running. Praz got it, and that's going to probably do it. Padani with 5 seconds. Now Ellis, and that's going to run out the clock. The Tornadoes find a way to win this game. Centennial played a really spirited basketball game. This was a tight one most of the way. And yet Anoka comes out on the winning end, and I think a lot of that was because of the seniors, right? Great game from Chris Cooper, great game from Donald Praw tonight. That was the difference.
Reagan Reeder too. I mean, and it was the dunk. The dunk changed everything in that at the middle of that second half. As soon as you saw him get up and take that pass and just crush that ball through the hoop, everything seemed to change as far as the energy in this game. And this is what we talked about. A young team out of Centennial. Can they keep up with the seniors who have been doing this for a little while? The answer tonight was unfortunately no.
Yep, so Centennial's improving. There's no question about it. They're 4-16, but they're going to be tough to deal with if they shoot like that the rest of the year. That's for sure. There's your final score tonight, 81-74. Our thanks to all the great folks at QCTV, Taylor, Ryan, got Dan down there. We got all the guys in the truck. We got all the folks working on cameras tonight. We got everybody doing everything. All-star crew here this evening. Well done. Thanks to that. And I also want to say thanks to my guy, Ryan Nelson King. So, till next time, this is Tim Anderson saying keep your head up. We'll see you next time. Anoka wins 81-74.
You got my love.